Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how I make a Thai-inspired vegan pizza, and I'm also going to show you how to make your own homemade whole wheat pizza dough completely from scratch. Pizza dough is actually really easy to make, and you can do it by hand, but I'm going to use my stand mixer just to make it a little bit easier. You're going to start out with some warm water and add some olive oil or some earth balance like I'm doing here. Then toss in some brown sugar and your yeast. You're gonna give it a quick stir, let it sit for about 10 minutes till it looks nice and foamy. Then you're gonna add in a mixture of whole wheat and all-purpose flour and a little bit of salt and mix everything till it sticks together in a ball. At this point I'm gonna switch to my hook attachment and I'm gonna let it knead our dough, do all the work for us for about 10 minutes until the dough looks smooth and elastic and it doesn't stick to the side of the bowl anymore. Then you're going to take a big bowl, grease it up. Here I'm using a little bit of coconut oil and just drop in your big dough ball. Give it a flip to coat both sides with oil, and then you're going to cover it up with a damp cloth or some plastic wrap and let it sit in a warm place for about an hour to rise. When you come back, it should have just about doubled in size, and you're going to punch the air out and turn it onto a floured surface. And I made enough in this recipe for 4 pizza crusts, so I'm actually just going to freeze 2 of them in an airtight container to use another day. And the other 2 I'm going to shape into 2 balls, and I'm going to cover them up and let them rise for another half hour to 45 minutes. Now they're ready to roll out into your pizza shape depending on how thin or thick you like your crust to be, and you can use a rolling pin or just your hands. I have this nifty pizza pan which has holes that allow the hot air in the oven to hit the underside of the pizza, and it makes the crust super crispy. I love this thing. And I like to pre-cook my pizza crust for about 7 minutes at 425 degrees before I put all the toppings on, and this prevents the center of the crust from being soggy in our finished pizza. While the crust is par baking, I'm going to mix up an easy peanut sauce with just some peanut butter, a little bit of green curry paste, some coconut milk, soy sauce, and water. And if you have another favorite peanut sauce recipe, feel free to use that. You can even buy it in a bottle or can at the grocery store. And I simmered this sauce for a few minutes just to thicken it up. For our toppings, I also prepped some red onion, some bell peppers, and julienne carrots, and I also have some meatless chicken strips, some frozen spinach, which I defrosted and drained, along with some edamame. So I'm going to load up my pizza with all these delicious veggies, and you can totally skip the cheese. There's plenty of flavor as is, but I decided to use my favorite vegan cheese of all time. This is the Field Roast Chow slices. It's the creamy original flavor. And there are some vegan shredded mozzarellas out there, but none of them really does it for me, so I'm just chopping up these cheese slices and spreading them out over top our veggies. Now the pizza is going to go back in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes, and when it comes out, we're going to add a few more toppings. So we've got some cilantro, some sliced green onions, some chopped peanuts, and bean sprouts, and these are going to make the pizza super fresh and just elevate our flavors. And I'm finishing everything off with a drizzle of sriracha, of course, and bon appetit! I hope you enjoyed this recipe and that you give it a try. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!